up on Hawk TV,
we take a look into the popularity of mums in Texas
the increased push of iPad use,
and football's first district game of the season.
Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Jessica Hoyos.
And I'm Andre Sokich. The tradition of mums has been popular in Texas for decades. Holly Dorn gives us a closer look.
As homecoming is quickly approaching, many students are purchasing mums and garters or are putting final touches on the ones they have made. But to those outside of Texas, the mum is a foreign concept.
I feel like it was amazing because having nothing like that back home and then coming here and having it so different, and it was so exciting. I just loved it. I wanted to be a part of all of it.
At my old school in New York, we had a tradition where we would have different themes each year.
The number of those who make their own mums has decreased, as many students now look to large companies such as Michaels to make the intricate tradition.
Homecoming team that went around to the different stores, and we were averaging about 90 mums a day, and we did it for almost 3 solid weeks. We started out with maybe 1/10 of what we carry now. So, we've really expanded on our homecoming. We carry a lot of stuff that the kids ask for.
While mums are a large part of homecoming, there's more to it than just that.
The mums, I thought they were so pretty. I was so mesmerized by how much detail they put into them and how cool they make them. And then it would probably be the football games, because I really enjoyed being in that atmosphere and seeing everybody want to be cheering on their school and stuff like that. That was really good.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Holly Dorn. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Holly. Going into the second year of iPad distribution, Andres Lukic looks into the emphasis of this year's project.
In 2013, LISD implemented the 1-to-X program, which aims to put an iPad in the hands of every student by 2015. As of now, they are in year 2 of 3 of the rollout.
I've asked the teachers to commit to using them at least once a week, and even more if they can. We can't spend $20 million on iPads each year and then not utilize them in the classroom. They need to be used.
We have a school or a class site. We use ChalkUp, so all my stuff's posted on there, materials and assignments, and they can turn stuff in there. We have discussions on there. And then I kind of give them the option every day if they want to do their assignments online or if they want to do it on paper and turn it in that way. So it's kind of up to them how much they want to use it.
As iPad use increases, students have different opinions on how it affects their learning, whether it's their preferred method or just a distraction in the classroom.
They can be both. I guess if the teacher is not willing to use them in the classroom and have the tools to use on them, then they can be a distraction. Most kids are going to use them either way, either for school or for games. So it just depends on the teacher.
The only negative I see is people getting distracted by games and stuff on the iPads, but most of the time, in the pre-AP classes I'm in, I rarely see people playing on games because we're so focused in class.
This year, I would say there's a decrease in iPad use because, people just don't really like having to deal with it. I personally, I don't really care about, iPads. I don't have an opinion on it, but last year I would say a lot more people used it.
The goal of 1-to-X is to place students in an environment where they are exposed to technology and they can better prepare for the future. Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Andre Slukic. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Andres. Many students have taken notice in the change of school lunches. Kim Cow brings us this story.
On February 9, 2010, the Let's Move campaign became an official movement that strives to make school lunches healthier and kids more active to stop childhood obesity.
New lunch choices were brought into effect because the federal government, the United States Department of Agriculture, changed the nutrition requirements in food in public schools across the nation. And so That's caused some of the changes, but also some of the changes you're seeing in the cafeteria also has been brought on by Airmark, our food service company, and so they're trying to make food in the cafeteria more attractive to students and make that food better tasting as well.
Some noticeable changes are the switch from white bread to wheat, regular chips to oven bake, and the greater variety of fruits and vegetables. However, there are mixed emotions about these adjustments.
I think they're excited about the changes so far. It's a little bit extra work for us, but it gives, I think, the students an opportunity to try maybe new foods or have access to foods that maybe they don't have access to at home.
There's a lot of new variety, so I can definitely tell that they have some new stuff and they have a whole new system. But their prices have really gone up and the textures taste a little different, like a little more bland. The prices are really high now, so sometimes I don't even know if I want to get lunches here.
The Let's Move campaign has been active nationwide and has caused an impact on school lunches. Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Kim Cow, now back to the studio.
Thanks, Kim. We'll be right back.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Boys! Oh, scary.
Up top. You need special glasses for that to work. Of course. Special glasses.
It's just a mask. See? Don't freak out. Right?
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Jeez, Megan. I'm sorry, I want to apologize. I'm not even confident of which end that came out of.
I wrote you 365 letters. I wrote you every day for a year.
You didn't sign up for reading. It's Friday. So that's against the rules, and you can't sit with us.
Welcome back. The Hawks take on Plano tonight at Clark Stadium in the first district game of the season. Let's send it over to Spencer Rojas with sports.
Thanks, Andres. The football team has had a rough start to the season, starting 0-2. Now to Reese Woodhill with the story.
Friday night, the football team fell short in their first home game. The team went into the locker room at halftime, trailing Denton Ryan 20-7. They came out strong defensively in the second half, but couldn't pull out the win, losing 27-21.
We had plenty of opportunities. We just weren't able to capitalize on some of the things that we had, and we had it was a great crowd tonight. People were behind us. It was really great to feel the support the whole game. It was just kind of one of those games you just feel like you kind of ran out of time at the end.
I just think we changed some things at second half, and that really worked for us. First half came out a little flat.
The team is looking to bounce back tonight in their first district game against Plano.
They're always going to be a tough, run-oriented football team, very much like Denton Ryan, and they're going to look for play-action passes and things like that.
We're just gonna play the same way we do. Bring the wood and just make sure that guys who are hurt just get healthy, and they'll just do our best.
This year, the team is facing a new 9-team district, fighting for one of 4 playoff spots.
Kind of like going to the district, we got games, starting off with Plano. It's going to be a battle. I think 2 of us are definitely teams looking at possible playoff opportunities, and loss in that game could be pretty devastating. But again, you got a long season, so we just got to take them one at a time and get ready to win a football game.
Every game is a battle. Every game is going to be brutal. We just want it to go our way, and we're just going to make sure that we prepare for them.
Head out to Clark Stadium tonight to watch the Hawks take on Plano in their first district game. I'm Reese Woodhill, now back to the studio.
Thanks, Reese. The tennis team beat Louisville 16-3 Tuesday. In other news, the volleyball team is undefeated in district. Now to Brian Franklin with the story.
On Tuesday night, the volleyball team played a non-district game, losing all 3 sets to Colleyville Heritage. The Hawks take on Allen tonight in district play.
Allen's a really strong team, but they've dropped a couple of district games, so hopefully you can have the confidence going into Friday, ready to win.
All of us seem to be so up and down that I think we're going to have to play tough against Allen, but I don't think it's going to be as tough a match as it was tonight for us against Colleyville.
With the new district, the team has had very little time to get ready for the 18 district games this season.
Throughout the summer, we did CrossFit, which got us in shape a lot faster, so we had more time to get into the gym and get good reps in instead of worrying about getting in shape. And we have arguably the most competitive district in the state, and so we have to be on our game every week.
The biggest adjustment has been the start of the district play being the second day of school. That's been the biggest adjustment. Being early or having to be ready so early has been really difficult for all teams. That's why you see the up and down and the roller coaster rides that you're seeing right now with us and other teams.
The team has had to make quite a few adjustments to its lineup this year after losing several key seniors last year.
That's always a huge thing, is to fill in for your seniors, but I feel like I've got some kids who've done a really good job at that. We're still messing with middles right now. I've got 3 that are working that position.
Come out and support the Hawks as they take on Allen at home starting at 6 p.m. I'm Brian Franklin, now back to the studio.
Thanks, Brian. The cross-country team's running in the McKinney-Boyd Invite tomorrow morning. That's all for sports. I am Spencer Rojas, now back to the studio.
Thanks, Spencer. That's it for today's broadcast. I'm Jessica Hoyos.
And I'm Andre Slickich. For more Hebron news, follow us on Twitter at HawkTV_HHS.
Have a great rest of your day.